$82.
It's 30% off?
Yeah, so what is that? $18.
It's so pretty though. You
I
should
like
get some.
it for like the inside of my cloak, maybe.
Yeah, you should get some. Oh, it's so soft.
It's like
Holy crap.
fresh velvet.
So soft. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. My name is Tasha, and today we are in your girl JoAnns checking out some of these end of times sales. Everybody and their mother are flocking to this store trying to stock up on their craft materials, and I don't blame them. I personally am not a JoAnns girlies. I'm a Michael bitch because I really like Michael's yarn, but he's a JoAnns girly because he really likes making clothes. And so we're in the fabric section, and my husband's looking at fabrics for some potential projects that he has in mind. So let's see what we can find. I am literally just following him around, kind of like a sad puppy, because I don't care about fabric, but I will go look at the yarn because I have some test knits that I am participating in soon, and we need yarn. And also I want to get a little stock up going. I don't have a huge stash, even though he probably would say otherwise.
Three full containers.
That's not even, if you know, you know, that's not even
No, wait,
No, not him trying to publicly shame me. No, I have to literally run for my life. But nah, the pickings is slim up in here. Look how slim these pickings are in the Notions area. I do want to get, like, what size is it? There are two sizes of double pointed needles that I really want. I want a US 6, but on like a longer cord than the 16-inch that I have. But it doesn't look like there's a lot to choose from, honestly. I could also use a 4-inch. What is this? Number 5. I could use these. I wish they had them in a 6, double pointed needles. They got them ginormously though. That's really weird. Yeah, I'm not tripping. It's really hard. Like, I'm a super frugal person. It's really hard for me to just buy things just for the sake of buying them. That's just not with my ministry, you know? So I really have to be like, I know I can use that. And unfortunately, I have these in a size 3. And that's good enough for me. Okay, this is pretty. This is very pretty. I really like this neutral with the, it's almost like a creamsicle effect. Cotton, wool, heather. Not really sure what that means, but it is the right yarn weight. Oh, 50% cotton, 50% merino wool. This is a good option. Actually, I think I'm gonna get what I need just in case somebody come up behind me. I do agree with other people when they say that the sales are not giving going out of business. I guess the buyers really want to make some coin because the sales aren't any better than they are on a regular Tuesday. The yarn I found was $9.99 and it's on sale for $7.50. That's just regular to me. This is a ginormous skein of yarn. Oh, I've never, like, look at how big this is. Pound of Love is OD. Like, that's insane. Wow. Now I'm second guessing myself because this pound of love is priced pretty well for how much yarn you get, and it's really soft. It's a little softer than this one. But the yarn is not as interesting. Like, I'm very bored by this, and it's definitely a lot warmer in person than what my camera is giving off. The camera makes it look a lot more dull than it really is. And I'm trying to look at it up against my skin, and I'm just like, which one do I like more? The pattern that I'm making is very textured. There's a lot of texture going on, so I don't like, I want to do it in a neutral because I feel like that'll look very timeless and pretty. But like, which one do we like? Oh, maybe I need Jay's opinion. Do I like this gray? The gray is also giving timeless and chic. I really feel like I'm being swayed by the price more than anything because this is $9. I can make this cardigan with $18 worth of yarn, or I can make it with $60 worth of yarn. Do I like the gray or do I like the cream? Ooh, that's hard. I don't freaking know. All right, I found another option. This like soft blushy pink, which again is a lot warmer and pinker to the naked eye than this stupid camera is coming off, but I don't know. Ooh, it looks a little dead on me, cannot lie. It's giving corpse. It's giving corpse. This is nice. Very similar to the cardigan I'm wearing right now. I like this, but there's not enough of it. Yeah, missing a scheme. Boo. But yeah, even this section that I'm in right now is like slim pickings. Look at that. Empty, empty, empty. This owl look haunted. Why is it so dark in this damn owl? That's kind of spooky. What if I did something crazy like this hot pink? Like, is this crazy? Is this nuts to do as a cardigan? It looks good against my skin. But is this too crazy? I'm talking about doing a neutral and then I picked this up. Like, of course there's a lot of all of these bright colors left. I think I found a winner. I think I found a winner. If it wasn't so damn dark in this aisle, like a damn dungeon. But this is like a warm oatmeal sprinkled with, like, tweeted with a bunch of other, like, this is perfect. This is exactly, oh no, yes. Yes, with the skin. It's exactly what I was envisioning. I'm gonna go put all this other stuff back, and there's plenty of it. And it's $4.50 before the sale. It's gonna be 25% off of $4.50. Yeah, I'm putting this other stuff back. Yeah. I just found what I thought was like a bigger version of what I just picked up. Do you see how similar that looks? But it's actually a different color. This one is Aryan Fleck. And then look at the one I picked up. You see? They're giving two different things, and I really like this one. This is pretty too, but it's just not like, I really want to go for like a grandpa sweater, super cozy look. So I'm gonna stick with this guy. I can't lie, I be really unimpressed with yarn options these days. It's just everything is the same. I feel like the colors be looking so dull. Again, shelves are empty. I've been obsessed with tweeted and flecked yarn lately. And I think that's why I'm bored by like single colored things, but I'm also overstimulated by this type of stuff. Like, what are we doing with this? I don't know. This is actually kind of pretty, but I'm not a pink girly, but this is kind of pretty. I love the amount of variation in this, but it just doesn't call to me, and I'm not an over consumer, friends. I'm just not. And I do have some projects and some patterns saved, but nothing I'm seeing here is like jumping out at me to be like, make me into this. Like, this is kind of pretty, but what are we making with it? What are we doing? What are we doing here? What is this? This feels really soft. Why does Eddie Bauer make yarn? I don't, like, that just pissed me off. What are they making yarn for? This is really pretty too, but I don't know. What are we doing with it? We got some, I really would love some like fingering weight or lightweight yarns, and the pickings are slim to none, okay? Slim to none. But there's like a little bit here. Because I really want to get into sock making. This feels really soft and pretty. I really want to get into sock making, but I don't have a pattern on the top of my head right now to know what it is that I would need. They've got a lot of this like granny square yarn for the crochet girlies. Plenty of stocked on that. I'm picking up stuff I don't have no business picking up, but we'll talk about that later. Maybe we should go find Jay and see what he's gotten himself into, because I haven't seen him in a little while. Oh, he's in the cut line. Look at him with all the old ladies.
I'm gonna make a shirt.
Okay, Babe found some stuff. He's gonna ask the lady about the stock they have behind the cut desk, because he's looking for a very particular type of leather, and they may not have it, honestly, but I guess he's gonna exhaust all options. And then the fabric he was holding, I think, is to make like an undershirt for this costume. He's making like a costume inspired by The Witcher. So if you know what The Witcher is, then you can imagine what he's trying to make, I think. I don't know. I don't get into that stuff.
And I think it's pretty close. It's a little darker than I think I wanted, but it'll work. I think it'll, I mean, you can tell this is like brown, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's a little,
It's like weathered, which I think is nice for the
let
costume.
me show you like the sides and the gloves.
I think that works.
Yeah.
And I like the weathered look too. I think that adds to it. Meanwhile, I don't know how this happened. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, now you tell me where the buttons are, since you got your degree and you know everything. Exactly. You annoying. Or, I don't know. Honestly, I really can't find them. Ribbons. Well, where the hell are the ribbons?
Like the school material. So you don't have any kind, right?
It ain't no ribbon back here. Maybe all the way back, meow. All right, the buttons are definitely picked over. Damn, there's so many missing. That's insane. This shit looks crazy. Why are these the same but different? That would piss me off, being stacked on top of each other. Boo.
Look at these little compass buttons.
Oh, that's cool. What's this? Made with love by, and then you write your name. Boo. All right, let's look at my yarn. So the yarn has like tans and shades of blue in it. And that's why I was thinking this would look good, but they don't have two that look the same. And that's annoying. Like, that would eat if the damn buttons were the same. Should I go for like a dark color to match the flex? Not the damn jack-o'-lantern. Oh my god, and the snowman. That's so funny. Okay, I don't hate these. I don't need 3. Is this gray or green? Okay, I think we're pretty much done. I got the buttons. I'm gonna wait to show you what they are when we get home, and I'll give you a haul of the damage I've done. You don't need to see his haul. That's his haul right here. He got that. Don't ask me how we ended up at a second JoAnns. But here we are at a second JoAnns because he thought that he was gonna get that wool fabric and it was like mispriced or something. And so let's see what this store has to offer for my boy. This is some of the quilted stuff you were looking for.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like, I don't actually want the crisscross pattern.
You want it quilted, but you don't want the crisscross pattern. Or you don't want to see the stitches.
I don't want to see the stitches.
Huh. I wish I could sew. I wish I was a girly who was into the fabrics, because I see a lot of fabric that looks like kind of pretty. I like the colors and the way they feel, but I don't know what I'm doing.
All this time, as many times as you asked me, that you want to learn how to sew.
I tried to sew myself an eye mask, and you know how we're supposed to be little half circles? My joints was triangles. You know, we can't be great at everything, and so I gotta leave some talent for the other people. It's a service. I feel like fabric stores low-key kind of gross because all y'all do is walk around rubbing y'all little greasy mitts on everything.
Why my mitt gotta be greasy?
Y'all just go around fondling stuff, but they got a good stock in here. It don't feel crazy. Damn, that's felt. That's like basically felt.
It's fleece.
Oh. It's fleece. Okay, like.
And it's $12 a yard.
Is that good?
Yeah, it looks just like the other one. The other one was 30 a yard.
Oh wow.
So they say.
The other one seemed a little more, like it had more fibers on it. Like it was fluffier, kind of.
It's like a wool blend.
You're a wool blend. Damn. Ain't no thread. Ain't no thread. Not that I have any business doing this, but let's go see what the yarn section is giving. This store seems a lot more picked over than the last store we were in. But let's see. I really have no business. Wow, look at how empty this is. I have no business. So I'm definitely gonna be picky and choosy. I really do not need to be buying no yarn, like, for real.
I checked the price this time.
right, we're back at the crib. I'm in the craft room. And I'm ready to expose my knit stash, my yarn stash to you guys. Again, it's really not that bad. I don't think my husband knows how deep a yarn stash can really go. Okay. Done. That's it.
Except for all the stuff you got all the rest of the house.
I have consolidated the rest of the house here. Well, actually, there may be like 2 balls of yarn floating around. But it's really not that crazy. Let me show you what's in there. Okay. Will this stay? Will it stay there? Hopefully you don't fall. Stop!
You see me in there?
No. Okay. Let's take a look at my stash. I'm not. How do y'all organize y'all yarn? Because to me, organizing the yarn is just putting it all in a bin. I'm not really sure what people do. Okay, this bag is scrap, like true scrap yarn, like only a handful, maybe like 20 grams or less of each color, and it's just a bunch of random acrylic scrap. And this is the type of stuff I love to use because it makes great scrap project yarn. Like my cardigan that I wear in my videos often, every time I wear that cardigan in the video, someone always asks me, where'd you get your cardigan? What's the pattern? I used like 10 years worth of scrap yarn in that cardigan, I feel like. Okay. Like, it's, I don't know what more to say. It's yarn. It's a mixture of secondhand and some like newly purchased things. I think I could do a little better. Okay, this bin is not very organized. I could definitely do a little better with taking some of the scrap stuff out. Like this I would consider scrap, but it also has a whole ball. Oh no, those are 2 different things. This needs to go in the scrap bag. This should go in the scrap bag. Little things like that. I'm not about to sit here and do this right now, but I have mostly acrylic yarn in this bin. A couple chunky options, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. It definitely needs to be organized. That is not, today is not the day that we're doing that. I think it can be organized in a sense where there's like a lot of like unraveled things that needs to be rewound, and I think I could do better with like grouping them into like weights. I have a couple project bags with like in progress projects. Like this was the beginning of a knit tie that I was gonna make for a friend and then stopped. So yeah, that's bin number 1. It's not too bad. I feel like this second bin is more random things. So this bag has a bunch of like unfinished whips. This is a unfinished whip bag. Like look at that. Got a random sleeve for something. This is honestly all yarn that could be frogged and used for something else. I believe this was the scarf that I knit when I first learned to switch colors. So this was like a practice knit. So some of these items are finished, but it all just kind of hangs out in this bag. This was another learning how to change colors project, but I didn't like that I messed up. Like, as you can see right here, I added the color on the wrong side of the yarn. I mean project. So now there's a weird seam. Just like things, we're just not gonna talk about it, okay? This is my bag of random needles. and other notions. There's like a bunch of straight needles in here and like random crochet hooks and a random embroidery hoop, which is not even mine. That's my husband's. I don't know why it's in my bag. But yeah, this is just a bag of needles and hooks and things like that. But yeah, any homes. Onward. Oh, this bag is empty. We'll take that out. Get my stuff. Okay, what else is in this bin? I got this bag of chunky, well, I guess it's bulky weight yarn from an estate sale. Oh, I forgot, there's like this book in here that I got from that same estate sale that I've literally not opened yet. I'm gonna leave that out because I do want to open it. Yeah, literally everything I got from that estate sale is truly still in this bag. I actually got some stuff from my husband too. There's bias tape, there's a random zipper, there's some polyester elastic. Ooh, are you also someone who buys things, sits the bag down, and then never looks at the items ever again? I did not know I was that person, but I am. And these are size 8 double pointed needles, but they're in that like metal material, whereas the other size 8 double pointed needles I have are bamboo. So that's kind of cool. We'll add this into the needles box. Got some more random. Oh, I got like Tunisian crochet hooks. I was like, maybe I'll get into Tunisian crochet. I don't know, but I got it. It was like a quarter. Like, how could I not get it? Oh, and I'm happy I grabbed more of these. These are like stitch holders. I use those a lot. So let me go ahead and pull those out. I got a good haul from this estate sale. I just truly never looked in the back again. I don't want your stinky toy. I don't know what I'm fitting to do with these double pointed needles. I mean, these straight needles. I almost never use them anymore because once you realize that you can use circular needles for literally everything, it's like, what's even the point? What else we got? Oh, some random stitch markers. I think I really more so liked the little case they were in more than anything. Some darning needles. It's not yours. Let's Crochet beginner stitches. I'll definitely use this at some point because I want to reteach myself how to crochet. I haven't crocheted since like middle school. Some family member taught me, I think, and then I discovered knitting and never looked back. So it truly is like I've never crocheted before, but I still have a bunch of crochet stuff from that phase because I have never gotten rid of any of my art supplies like my whole life. And so eventually I told myself I would learn how to do it again. But okay, so taking this stuff out. Take your little toy. What else is in here? Oh, we got, this is technically not even mine. See, he coming at me and this is taking up good space. But these are like patches that technically I did make these for an event and then ended up not using them, and I made them out of just like scrap fabric that we had. But I feel like Jay could make something cool with this, which is why we kept them, but I don't know why he stuffed them in my yarn bin. That's not yarn, so this don't even count. That's taking up good yarn space. We want to leave that right there. This is yarn I'm currently using for a project, so I should probably leave that out. This was from my wave sweater. I have a whole ball of this blue tweed left over, and I still get butterflies looking at this. Like, there was nothing in JoAnns today that stood out to me the way this yarn stood out to me when I had found it. Like, my jaw fell onto the ground. I just do not get that reaction with yarn very often. And this is what sparked my love for tweeted flecked yarn. It's beautiful. And so I definitely need to find something worthwhile to use this last ball for. I don't even want to talk about this bag. Oh my God. Okay, this bag and these bags go together. This is a whip that I started, I'm not even gonna say last winter. It may have been the winter before last at this point. But maybe, let's say I started this last fall. We're gonna say last fall. It could be the fall before last. And it is a sweater that I designed based off a cartoon that I really like. And I do plan on finishing it, but I've just gotten so distracted with other things that I'm almost nervous to even pick this back up because I don't remember the mindset I was in. Like, and I designed it myself. I have notes, but I feel like there are certain techniques that I had taught myself at the time just to do this, because there's a design feature in the sweater that I don't have experience with, and I still don't because I haven't gotten to that part of the sweater yet. So I'm gonna have to relearn that technique and some more. So I feel a little intimidated by it. And this is all the yarn that I purchased for it. And that's not like, there's still easily 8 or 9 balls in here. And then there's all of this. And so I obviously don't want to waste all of this. Like, it's not gonna go to waste, that's for sure. But I bought it for this specific project, and so I think that means I need to commit and do this project this year, because now I've put it out in the world that I'm designing something. And it's from the show Bravest Warriors. It's very niche. If you are a fan of Adventure Time, it's made by the same creators of Adventure Time, and it's an adult cartoon though, whereas Adventure Time is a children's cartoon that adults like. Bravest Warriors is actually an adult cartoon because there's like cursing and stuff like that, but it's a really fun story, and it's only 2 seasons, maybe 3 seasons if I remember correctly. But there was this little colorful bear character on the show, and I thought that his colorway and his little like character design would make such a cute sweater. And so I went and I designed the sweater, and I started it, and then I got distracted and never looked at it again. But no, we are going to come back to her. That's definitely going to get finished this year. I don't know when, but it will. I will make a note of it on my little knit project list that I have in my bullet journal. I'll make this one easier to get to. But yeah, I'll make a note of it, and I'll try and like pencil that in, because I have a list of projects that I'm really excited about right now. And maybe if I look at my pattern or my drawing and my notes again, I can re-excite myself for it. But I feel like I'm gonna get to that once I'm like done all the exciting projects that I'm doing, and I'm like, okay, now what should I work on? It's gonna probably be like, that's what that is. Yeah, and then we have that, and that's my stash. Not even that, like, please somebody go in the comments and just be like, hey Jay, your wife's yarn stash is very small, you better be grateful, because this bin barely even has like for real yarn in it. This is, most of this bin is this bag, which is old whips and like old like starter beginner projects. Really, my yarn stash really takes up this bin. That's what I'm claiming. I don't make the rules, okay? And I'm not taking any questions. I'm just not. All right, so let's get into the haul of what I got from JoAnns today. But let's start with, I guess, the random stuff. I got these 2 balls of this really pretty heather gray color that has like variegated like reds and oranges and blacks. This one stood out to me. I think it's really pretty. It is not my normal colorway that I normally go for, but I can see this making like a really pretty tank top, or even like a really pretty ribbed hat would look nice with this yarn. And it is an acrylic and polyester blend. I then got this sock yarn. It is KC, like specifically for socks. And I was just saying in the store how I really want to step into my sock era this year. And I thought that this was like, I normally am very overstimulated by this type of colorway, but I find this actually to be very pretty. And I'm very curious to see how this knits up. I don't have any sock patterns in mind right now, but I will probably pick one that's like pretty simple with like maybe a simple rib or a cable or something like that. Not color work, just like all one yarn. That's what that'd be for. Okay. Continuing on the sock era. Okay, just to continue on with the sock conversation. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of fine weight yarn that I think would work well for socks. And because I don't have a sock pattern in mind, I was just like, let me get a bunch of colors just cause, right? So I got 2 green, 2 yellow, because these are colors that I really like. I tend to gravitate towards greens and yellows. So I got 2 of each of those. But then I got 1 red, 1 orange, 1 gray, 1 white, 1 brown, dark blue, and regular blue. Which is like a little rainbow of sock yarn, and which is very exciting. I don't know what, like, send me any sock recommendations that you think would work for this stuff. I literally did the smallest amount of research, and it told me that 100 grams of yarn makes 2 adult socks, like a pair of adult socks. And each one of these are 50 grams. And so technically, like, this would make a striped pair of socks. So I have a lot of options for whatever color work I can find. And so I'm excited to use that stuff and get into making socks. When we went to the second JoAnn, I really did not have any intention of buying anything. And then I saw this bright pink yarn. And I was just like, I want to challenge myself to make something with this. This is not normally my color at all. These better be the same yarn lot. Yeah, they are. Okay, because I was like, wait, why are they looking slightly different? Even in the camera, for some reason, to me, they look slightly different, but this is the same dye lot. I just thought this was really pretty. And then I saw this dark blue, and I was like, ooh, what if this was some type of like striped color work, oversized vest situation? I need to do some digging to find a pattern that like would work really well for this, but I just really like this color combo. It's acrylic yarn, it's nothing crazy, but this hot pink is just like so not my norm, but I do think it looks good with my skin, and so I am interested to see what I can come up with. These 2 colors I literally just bought because I saw them. I have no plans, no rhyme or reason, but I have so much yarn in here. I know that, can you get up off of me licking yourself? You want to get to the chair? Go ahead up there on the chair. Come on. But I just know that I can make something cute with these, if not for myself, but for gifts for people. And it goes really well with a lot of colors that I already own. So I got them because they were $3. Shoot me. Okay. And I did end up getting, I saw those like double pointed needles. I think I showed you guys. I said I was gonna get them. I put them JoAnns bag, especially when I saw all like these yarns. I was like, I'd rather spend my little money on these yarns than those double pointed needles, because I don't technically need those double pointed needles right now. This I need right now, which is a size 6 circular needle, but it is 32 inches long. And I was telling you guys, like, I have a size 6 circular, but it's only 14 inches, 16 inches, whatever that smaller dimension is. And the project I'm currently working on is being choked to death on the cable because it's such a large, like I'm making an oversized sweater on a 16-inch cable, like please. So I definitely needed these. Plastic is not my go-to material for knitting needles. I don't really like metal either. The clinking of it all actually pisses me off. I like the bamboo needles because it is a softer tone when they touch each other, and or it's like a little more silent. So hopefully these are not super loud, but I will be switching my project onto this needle today. Lastly, okay, is the test knit that I am going to be participating in. It is baby's very first test knit. I'm very excited because it is, the pattern, to be honest, did not blow me away. I wasn't like, oh my god, this is a revolutionary cardigan, I must da 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 da. But I was just more so like, ooh, this has interesting textures, and I don't really have a knit cardigan that is like very comfortable to wear. And also I really want to get into test knitting and sample knitting as a form of just like community and a way to learn and just keep my hands busy because I love knitting. And so when I saw this designer's call on TikTok, I applied and I got in pretty quickly, which was very exciting. And it's a smaller designer too, so it's not like, from what I can tell, it's not like she has people like banging her door down and a list of 200 people trying to test it. Like, no, it's not like that, which is also very nice because I didn't want to be kind of like in a very gassed up situation. Like I wanted to be like a calm, chill test knit. I've been seeing a lot of like test knit horror stories from like bigger designers, and I don't want to deal with a bunch of drama. So I got into this test knit. It's a like, I'm not gonna say texture all over cardigan, but it kind of is a cardigan that has multiple like patterns and textures going on it. So I wanted, and I'm gonna make a video all about that test knit, so let me not get too ahead of myself. But anyway, because the cardigan itself is on the simpler side, it's really giving like a more like heirloom piece. It feels very like grandpa's sweater or grandma's sweater, traditional type of knit. I really am excited to use this oatmeal colored flecked yarn. Like when I say I'm obsessed with the tweed, I'm obsessed with the tweed. Like I need to calm down though, because I can't be having every single knit garment I own be tweeded, but I'm obsessed with the tweed. So we will be making the cardigan in this. And the cardigan is a deep V cardigan that has 2 buttons. And the button aisle, as you guys saw, was sparse, ain't even the word. It was so empty. And just even the thought of finding 2 buttons that were the same was very frustrating. Like I found those 2 circular ones right off the bat, and I thought they would have been beautiful with the wood tone, but they were way too mismatch. Luckily, last minute, as I was about to give up, I found these bad boys. Please, it's like a resin amber type button with the yarn. Like, please. Come on, tell me it's not giving comfy cozy. Tell me it's not giving pass me a pumpkin spice latte. Like, just imagine with the texture and the button. It's gonna be stunning, and I'm very excited. Okay, I'm very excited. So we're gonna keep her in the bag. I get the pattern for the test knit in a couple days, so that won't fit. I'm gonna need a 3rd bin. Don't tell my husband I need a 3rd bin now. But yeah, it's exciting to be a part of like a knit along, knit community type project, and to contribute to someone's design in this way. I'm super excited. Yeah, and look out for that video most likely next month, because obviously I don't want to spoil anything for her, and I'll have to get like permission to see if I can post the video in real time or if the video will end up coming out like when the pattern is released. Most likely, I'm assuming in the fall. I don't know for sure. Could be spring, could be fall, but just know you will see the sweater and me creating it come to life at some point in the future. So yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me today and my husband. And we were pretty silly in the stores. That's just kind of who we are though, so it's kind of cool that I capture some of that on camera because I don't normally get our dynamic like that on film. But he ended up finding what he needed at the second JoAnns, which was great. And I'm excited to see him make his Witcher costume. He is, I don't know if I told you guys, he's a very talented sewist, costume designer, maker. That's what he went to school for. We both went to the same art school, but we're in different departments. He was in theater, I was in communications, and that's just, that's what it is. And so he is always making something cool up here. This is the room that he uses for his making. He actually has something that he's making on the dress form right there, but I have draped my aprons over it so you can't actually see it. He has something draped on there right now that he's working on. But I mean, if you guys want to see more of his stuff, let me know in the comments and I will ask him if I can do a little show and tell of some of his amazing designs and things that he's made for not only himself but also for me. He's very awesome. And yeah, let me know what the JoAnns prices are looking like in your area. Have you gone for your last shop yet? I know that's like what all the crafters are doing. It was actually so hilarious to see my husband and like the little old ladies in there like bonding over JoAnns and like and different fabrics and stuff. But I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you all are well, staying safe, staying happy, staying healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.